Well, good morning, everybody. And it's the Christmas season. So let's see, we've got lots of people here already. About 7, 8 people. Let's see what we got here. Dwight from Curly Express is here. Andy, hot dog pilot Andy is here. Dan is here, brother Dan. JP. Let's see. Dwight's talking to all these people. I don't even see them all. Let's see in the chat. We got Dan's chatting. Kevin Brown, welcome to the show. Pete Motley, welcome to the show. And Andy, Montrose Highland Railroad is here. Thanks for joining us. Always appreciate you can make it. And thanks. 5 by 5. Okay. Yeah, I've got some new things that decorations. I don't know if it's good or bad or what it is, but yeah. Well, let's go and see over in the other view. Yeah, there's Rocky standing on top of a box. All right. Hello, Rocky. All right. So that's going around the horn. I think we've got Mom out in Virginia watching as well. So what do we got in store today? Well, um, I'm in the middle of building up my Lego Christmas display. And of course, what would a Lego Christmas display be? What would a Christmas display be without a Christmas train? Trains are good at any time of the year. So let's see. Let's go to the overhead and let's see how this works out. So I've got a little Rocky aside for the moment, pardon me, is this Holiday Express. This is a new set. Almost 1,000 pieces, 956 pieces. You can't really see that. It's kind of down there. Yeah, so this is the thing I might work on a little bit. I don't think I'll get through the whole entire thing in the show. What else we got in store? Well, over the last couple weeks, I have gotten my orders of fast track fast track templates. So this is a mainline template. Let me switch to the overhead there. I forget which camera I'm on. So that's the mainline straight, and that's a curve. So I've got 17 and a half, 16 and a quarter, and 15-inch radius. And the way these things work is you've got these what are called PC tie boards. And we're gonna get to the Lego building soon, but I wanted to go over some of the stuff on the layout that I'm working on first. So these are PC ties, and what you do is you cut these out, and they cut to length, and then they drop in to each one of these things. So it's like every fifth tie, as it works out to be, is one of these, and then your other ones will either be like these cross ties here. And these are from Mount Albert, and they are white pine. Okay. And then, or you could do something where they laser cut these out of wood, and these are the straight versions. But these things, you just lay them down, glue them down first, attach them uh, to your cork, and then you place the track. And I've got a pre-made straight track now. I've since learned there's a better way to do this, but I only wanted to experiment with the piece of track first. So this is a straight track. It's about 3 feet long, and yeah. So pardon me if this is explored known territory for some of you watching, but it's new for me. So usually this just lays right down in here, and so this is where how it would be uh, as you complete it, and then you solder each one of these. And um, I found out I do need to improve my soldering and not put so much solder. So I've got actually some new. I don't want to bend the rail. Taking this out of here. They do fit a little bit tight. There's some improvements that I could make to doing these things, but this is the first go at a piece track here. The other thing you do want to do is stagger the rails. So you can make a continuous piece by only building one rail to here, and then the next rail comes in, and you have a piece of rail. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so there's that. And yes, just to prove that we've got um, that it moves. Rolls pretty smoothly, just like FlexTrack. And let's see if we can go to the other view here. Um, yep, so there you go. And you got that 57 varieties pickled eggs car. Or let's see, pickled, enriched, or euchred figs, onions, etc. Okay, don't know what that is. Okay, so there we go. Yes, this pickle car is in constant use. It's become the test car. All right, so how does it work? Well, on straight lines, you just lay this rail down into. Let's yeah, keep that camera's okay. You just lay that rail after you put the ties in. Lay that rail down into the slot, and it just lays in there, and you hold it in while you are soldering this down. Now, you do want to be careful, make sure that you're not allowing it to be above, but yeah. Now, on the curve things, what you don't want to do is just this. You don't want to just bend it into there. So there's actually a tool that I don't have yet that will actually allow you to bend the rail to this desired or close enough to this desired radius here. So why do you want to do that? You want to do that because if you put the rail in like this, as soon as you take it out even though you've got it soldered down, as soon as you take it out of this template, the the steel or the nickel silver is going to want to bend back to straight, and that puts stress on the track, and so it's not going to hold its radius there. And what do you want there? One of the reasons why you got these templates is because they're known precise templates. So yeah. Um, so there you go. This is what I've been working on. I'm still waiting on some pieces that are going to come on soon, but they're not going to come here until next weekend. So that's yet another excuse. If JP's here. Why am I not getting the things done on the layout. Let's give us a little bit more uh, larger text here so we can see stuff on the comments. It might be too much. Let's go tall and medium. Seems like a good thing there. Yeah, it's like a meat mincer with four rollers. It's kind of like that. It's got two. Let me switch the view up here. It's got three little bearings. It's got two on the top and one on the bottom, and this bottom one you adjust like this, and then you push the rail through, and that bends it into the desired shape, and then it'll hold it. That'll keep it held there. Hey, JP, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's get the stuff started here. Pete, you missed the layout update part. I got track, building track, building track, building track. This is the first go of it, but I need some straight track that's going to help me keep things stable on the modules, or at least they'll be there so the track will stay in place in the right shape when I need to work on the wiring below or lift up the module. Okay, but let's get to it. There's a couple things going on here. Let's switch the view here. Put that over there. Pull the camera up. So this is the big beast here. This is the challenge for part of the show here. So there's no way I'll be getting through this entire build during this show, but this is the Christmas train. Hey, I did not say that, Kevin Brown. Great question. Um, I'm using code 55. This is micro engineering code 55 rail. That fits well with even the Pico turnouts that I'm using, which are, oh, I forget what rail they are. They're not the smallest one, but they fit well. They match up well. I do need to go and make sure about that. I don't think that I need to use um, code 55 Pico. This should match up well. So let's get this switched over. Let's just open up this box on this view right now. That's a great question. No, I've not watched Mom and Ray build kits. Um, Having built kits myself, um, I don't enjoy watching as much as building. The other thing, if you might have noticed, my time of recent has been much more limited than it used to be, mostly because I'm spending a lot more time working than I am with my free time in the evenings. Okay, this is great information. JP says the Pico code 55 is their code 80 set deeper in the ties, so matching may be challenging. Yeah, so I don't have Pico 55. I've got Pico 80. So I will be mocking up some stuff and making sure that I'm going to actually be able to make those things match up. I believe that is the case, but we will make sure. Because I do have a bunch of turnouts that I'm expecting to be using with this. So, and this microengineering code 55 with these templates is the largest that you can go. So they don't allow for so-called the code 80 rail. of Pico. Okay. Yeah, I did say the W word, but anyways, okay, so let's get into it. I'll go to the overhead view, I think. And one of the first things I do is I just take this box and look, there's some track, more track instructions here, but I usually set those aside. Another set of instructions for these minifigures. There's a lot more pieces and a small box fell on the floor and more track. So what's it look like here? We only have circles. We're only going to be making circles. So if I need straight track to complete this, I'll need to go and buy that. So, okay. We got a little gift box in here. There's something in there. But first thing first is to organize these in terms of their numbers. I'm sorry about the rattling. Lego wrappers are notoriously loud if you're opening them. So try to keep that to a minimum. So we'll take these things, move these things out of the way. And this is the first, this is one of the things that happened not recently, but Lego Switch used to deliver Legos completely without numbering. And in the last 10 years, you also get one of these. I have dozens and dozens of these. Okay, 1%. But they switched to a great system where they organize the pieces and they number them. So these correspond to number one is the first set you open. The other thing I'm going to do is something that I've started recently, which is I put the building instructions onto my app. You probably can't see that too well, but let's look and see for search for this set. This set is number 10361. So there it is. Start building. Now you could also put this if you have a computer. They also have the similar kind of thing on your computer, but it is a lot easier to do this on the phone. I'm going to keep this down here, and you're not going to be able to see it too well because it's so bright. But they go through, and if we click on instruction that says open bag one, there's a clever animation there. And it says, okay, first thing up, we're going to be building this minifigure, and it's not that color guy. It is the green color one. And make sure I've got the tan, the other tan color. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell about on these things unless you have really good eyes for color about exactly what some of the colors are. Let's dump out the small pieces over here. And then we'll dump out the other small pieces right up here. Now we got all the pieces. So you can see this is the exercise. Oh, shoot. There we go. Yes, it is on me. There we go. Ah, yeah. Okay, I got it. I'm not. This is the challenge again of not having a show director. So let's go back through this. Yeah. So here's what I've done so far to update. I've got the instructions down here, which are hard to see. But okay, so I've made the first minifigure there. Sorry. This is what you get when you get Rocky off the rails. So I'm gonna go make the second minifigure. There you go. So yeah, if you're trying to do this and look at the text and everything else, yeah, I should figure out how to make Dan the director, but I don't know how to make him the director of OBS. Might be a way to invite him, but then you got to share stuff. I don't know. Yeah. So there you go. Second minifigure done. And so this is how it goes. You just put these pieces together. You find these things. You got this plate and this little curvy little piece. Put it on there. Most likely, while we're building this, because I'm trying to talk to you guys on the show, look at that, and put these pieces together like they say, I'm probably going to get something wrong because what I've noticed on building Lego is when I'm distracted, I'm not really paying the best attention to what I'm doing. And sometimes I get things wrong. And I have to end up unbuilding and rebuilding. So there you go. We're getting a little platform here set up. Yeah, I probably could do some kind of remote control software, but it's part of the show. Watching J- watching uh, watching JJ go and just yak on about stuff with the wrong camera view is part of the attraction, right? That's why you guys sit here and watch me do these things. So now I'm looking for this piece, and it was buried under this flower looking thing. And so I've got those little pieces there, and it says put that right here. Okay. So yeah, this is how it goes. Let's see what else we could talk about. Well, last week we talked about or I talked about what's called the big blows. And I looked up some stuff and they're what were they? GTELs. That was the name for them. And they're called hey, getting back on track with Steve. And also I missed Closet Branch showed up, I think. I think he's out there. I thought I saw a comment from him. Was I not seeing that? Oh, yeah. Hi and bye. Okay. Okay. Well, hi and bye to him, even though I didn't see him. Snowing. It's not snowing here at all. It's too warm. It's like 46 outside. It's going to be 53 today. For those of you who follow the news, um, we missed the massive rainstorm from that atmospheric river. We got some of it, but Washington got a lot more of it. And let me know if you can't see my face in this lower part. I'm obscured behind this Christmas decorations. Yeah, don't step on the Legos. Yeah, don't step on the Legos. All right, let's continue on here. Well, so what do we got? G-Tels. Uh, they were made in the 50s and 60s. They were known as Big Blows. Uh, Union Pacific operated them, and they were there. Oh, comments overlay my face. Okay, it must be reverse on there. Well, we could take those off of there. There we go. Now they're off of there. And now we'll keep the Christmas decorations on. What's the other thing we could do? Let's go to this one and move my face up a little bit more. There we go. I don't know if that helps or if my head is being obscured by a candy cane. Let me know. Okay, so that's okay. Let's JJ Illinois Railway Museum has one of the big blows. They are huge. Yeah. So I think another one is sitting in Utah. Okay, that would be cool. Yeah. So I do have one. It's in the case in the other room. And let's see. Let's keep going on the Lego here, or we're not going to get done with the bag one even. So we got these round pieces here. Okay. And then we get to put this pole and this other piece here. Okay, so big blows. They are gas, electric, gas turbines, electric locomotive. That is what that stands for, I believe. If I recall looking at the web page I was looking at. And like I said, they consumed a hell of a lot of fuel. Um, so that's actually why one of the reasons why they were ended. So started a big blow. That was one of the nicknames. Another one was because of how they cut in walkways, um, how they cut walkways in to the sides. They were called verandas. That was the second generation. And then there was a third generation, and it was called, get this, uh, bird bird cookers or something like that. So these bird cookers, why they call them bird cookers? Because the exhaust from the turbine was so hot on the third generation that it cooked bird cookers. Yeah, it was so hot that it resulted in um, cooking birds. They were flying overhead. So this thing. So not only is it belching smoke, these fine particulates, because it's burning bunker C fuel, and so that's that really gooey face. I can only see the candy cane in his face. Okay, let's move my face up higher, and this should be all right. Maybe that works better. It's always like this side commentary going on about where my face is relative to the candy cane decorations. Okay. Uh, and this is the other thing that's a challenge. It's like find the piece. So I'm looking for this tiny little yellow piece that's round, and I don't see one. I'm sure there is one, but I don't see it. Nice. Maybe it rolled off. Um, okay, so yeah, so not only were these things noisy, they polluted the air, but they also resulted in um, heat. And because they had heat, they also, when they went under underpasses, they resulted. Oh, there it is, right there. It's a see-through piece. It's a clear crystal piece in that. So we're making a little lamp post, is what we're making here. Um, so they cooked birds. They made nasty smoke around people's homes as they passed by. And there we go. We have a little lamppost. And this goes next to, oh, this is the park bench. How quaint. All right, so there you go. You've got a little bench and a little platform, maybe for people to wait for the train that we haven't seen yet. Okay, so let's continue on. So not only did they belch this nasty smoke, made a huge amount of noise because they're a jet engine. Imagine that. It's like having a jet engine um, running around on a train. Now, a lot like some of these other people, I think John T, the other John T, which is why I'm JJ, has built like these jet engines on top of a commuter train. Okay, Mom likes seeing his face, Dwight. Yeah. Okay. Um, Everybody except me likes seeing my face. Well, not everybody. I should say there are probably people with good taste who don't enjoy seeing my face. But anyways, there you go. Okay, so here we go. On to another piece while I try to pay attention to what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is big blows. And GE operated the third generation up until 1970. So where they operate between, they operated right in the Roy Smith area, in the area that he modeled, which is um, Green River, Utah, Evanston, Wyoming, that area of the country. So Echo Canyon, they pulled right through there. So they were there. I'm sure they made a heck of a lot of noise uh, going through Echo Canyon. Um, for those of you who have seen uh, the the guys like 7ID Productions is a good one, and there's others that go out and do rail fanning. Um, well, there's just a lot of. He did one of watching recent trains go through there, including SD40 2s pulling local freights. Yes, seeing as my significant other is from another country, decorating for holidays not high on her agenda. This is more just, I don't know what it is really. It's an excuse for me to go and buy more Lego. Yes, it's Seven Idea Productions does great stuff. If you don't watch him, he does great narration and finds all the great locations and been doing that for at least 10 years now, I think. There you go. We got like a small little Lego excavator here, maybe a child's toy that's going to sit next to this. Some child unboxed for Christmas. So we got that going. Yeah, so bouncing between like three different things here, watching a chat. Uh, yep, Pete, number one, his book too. I have to read the chat because I took it off of here because it was obscuring my face. But yeah, so let's continue on here. What are we getting to next? I think we're not even going to get a train in box one. It's always interesting to see what we're building here. All right. So continuing on. Yeah, Yuma sub video, and you'll want to see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I spent more than enough time down in Yuma in the summer, which is not the time to be there. I can tell you that much. All right. So what I just finished now, a small little boat with sails. So obviously like little toys that kids might have gotten received for Christmas. So yeah. Yeah. So there's big blows. There's lots of information out there. Um yeah, and there you go. There is go visit that YouTube link. That's a great one. Anytime in Yuma is excessive. Well, um, not exactly. I mean, the wintertime, it's a lot more hospitable than Flagstaff. And for all of the retired auto workers that retired to Arizona or were what we call snowbirds, um, they certainly didn't mind it. Now, what it meant was they all ate their dinner at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's when all the restaurants would be full in Yuma. Oh, I missed a step here. And it looks like we're building. Could it be? Could it be? It looks like we got a miniature. Oh, it fell down. Get to the chopper. There we go. I'm sure you have some snowbirds, Dwight. They're not the kind that were trying to escape the snow. They were the kind that were trying to. I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? They're not freezing. Uh, I'd expect all the birds would have disappeared from your neck of the woods, Dwight, and Kevin Brown, and even my brother. Any birds that are hanging out in that part of the country are going to be frozen butterball turkeys. So here we go. We're building this next little blue thing. I don't know what this is, but it looks like box one or bag one. Okay, now we need to do 2 times this stuff. So bag one is not a train. What it is, I don't know yet. We're still building. Okay, so yeah, so big blows. I do have one big blow, um, or uh, gas turbine, and it is sound. And I just looked at this and I built this piece wrong. It is sound. Um, Fortunately, it doesn't have the other artifacts. It does not melt my layout. It does not start a fire in my layout room. And it doesn't leave the room covered in soot. And also, the great thing is that you can turn the sound off if you don't want it on. So, yeah, I do have one, and it'll be the subject matter of a video that I'll have coming up, or a short. Um, and I do need to get, well, I don't know if it was a challenge directly to the rest of us, but I'll have to figure out which challenges I've missed from Dwight. kind of did one. You saw me doing the working on the railroad to the Johnny Cash thing, little 30 seconds short, um, with a partial work train with ties on it. Not many birds around. We have birds here year round. I saw a hawk catch a bunny. I'm like, wow. Hey, I think we are getting, as I look at this, we're building something that might be a train here or a track or something. I don't know what that is. I think, I don't know. We'll see. So I got I don't know what that is. It's like a bubble. Maybe it's supposed to be a tree. Can't tell in these really small details what things are sometimes. Um, oh, it is some kind of home. Maybe a building, train depot. Okay. Yeah, we're almost through with bag one. And what time is it? Well, we're not going to get that far at all. It's almost 9:45 for me, which means it is 12:45 for you people on the East Coast. And even later, if you're still with us, the two Andes in the UK, it's even later into the evening for you. All right. So let's see. We had to build two of these little tree-like things here. I'd say bag one is not nearly as gratifying as building a train that's going to sit on this track. But, goes with the territory. So we got this little funny little thing here. It's supposed to look like a tree. It looks like kind of like a blob. And then we're going to build another. Where's that go? All right. I've tracked it down. Sometimes, as we are, it's similar to trying to track down tools on your layout. So there we go. It's a small little scene of some sort. It's got a letter on it, postage. Small little scene, maybe a road. Not sure what that black piece is in the middle. Maybe something is supposed to be there. So set that to the side. And oh, where is that? It's supposed to be something that looks like a little train. And I don't see it here. And I've got this piece. Okay. Let's open up this box. Maybe it's in here. Oh, yes. Okay, this is what they said. So this year, this is brand new for Lego. This is a 3D printed piece from Lego, a little train engine. So yeah, so we're not done with box one yet. We got to add the Lego pieces to the 3D printed Lego. So that's nice and interesting thing that I haven't seen before. That we got the most important part of the Christmas thing, the miniature train. Let's see. It's bigger than N scale. So we're going to put the roof on it, and we put this little smoke down into there. And as I move it, let's see, we'll go to the studio view here. And we'll transition to the studio view. And there you go. It's a little animated thing. Very interesting. Very interesting. So if we go and put that closer up there, that's what we got. And that goes suspended in the middle of that little scene there. It's massive compared to the buildings, but there you go. There's a train. We built a train. And another thing that you'll see really often is all these non-unique pieces. You get extras. These go into a huge bag I have where I collect all the extras. And we're up to bag 2. So we'll open bag 2. Maybe we'll finish bag 2. I don't know yet. We're on to bag 2 here. There are 6 bags in this set. So again, it's 900 and some pieces. So you can do the math. We're obviously not building at the speed that would let us get this done in an hour. I did complete a brand new Lego Christmas tree that's new for this year, and it's on my mantle. And once I complete my Lego decorations for the year, that will be the subject of a Lego video, and maybe it's sort of a response to Dwight's Lego challenge, but I don't think it was back to us. He picked a few other people. I know that Liz, she's not here right now, but hi, Liz, when you watch this, at Windsor Valley Railroad, I got that right. Tongue twister. Even tongue twister is a tongue twister. Yeah. She put in a Christmas video response. She's pretty good at that kind of stuff. Yes, this is a big pile of parts, but guess what? There are 4 more bags on the floor that are not open yet. So yeah, this is the challenge when you get the new parts out. Now search for the pieces you're looking for. So we need this, guys. We're building another minifigure. So this is the 3rd minifigure. And we need this little scarf. Put that down in front. And we need his unshaved face. And he does have a hat. It's good they have a hat because, in other words, otherwise your top of your head is a stud, a Lego stud. So let me find the hat. There's the hat, a little smart looking hat. And there you go. There's the 3rd minifigure. Okay, now we're off to in building more stuff. So I think I exhausted most of my train research that I did for this show. Yeah, hair hat. Sometimes it's hair, sometimes it's a hat, sometimes it's something else entirely. So yeah, we're going on building this next piece. So yeah, tracking down the pieces is always the challenge here. It's like puzzling, building puzzles, I should say. Finding the Lego pieces. And it's surprising that knocking on wood here, that I rarely, the quality control on these things is amazing. Now, this is not what you find with third-party Lego. Third-party Lego, it's can be hit and miss with whether pieces made it into the bags or not. Hey, Klondike, good morning. So there we go, 9:51. Yeah, Dan reminds me that we should talk about what's coming up in the next couple weeks. Well, um, next week is Mom's birthday on Saturday, December 20th. Um, so that's coming up. But what's on the show? Um, so 20th, we'll do something else. It'll be the last show before Christmas. So um, probably a layout update because, well, I won't have all the parts yet. I will not have built the any of the curved track yet, and that's um, one of the big things about this is getting that second level built with these radii, and I did find and I adapted it to it, but and I'll have to redraw it in my layout. But these are the three radiuses that we'll use just for that part. Now, I might buy more of these in the future. It depends on how this goes and how well I'm laying this stuff out. So next week, probably a layout update. Go and switch back to the main screen here. So next week, layout updates. Following week is the last Saturday of, and it's post Christmas, post Boxing Day. It is December 27th. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke, 100. Amazing, amazing. Um, so what's going on with 27th is Run Trains. It's the last Saturday of the month. And then the 3 weeks out, um, I should have time to have packaged up and got layout photos of the month. Core blimey, Governor. Okay. I'm not going to do justice to that. I suspect that the two Andys can do it much better than I. Although I do have an ear for, yeah, but you can wait. But of course, with the nature of the show, hey, great. Andy says he's going to have a new video out before Christmas. Well, be sure to watch that. 6 more days to 60. Hey, you're going to be joining me. Brothers born in 65. Maybe giving away too much information there, but there you go. Okay, so what do we got going on? That's what we got going on. And of course, as usual, what we'll do is we just make stuff up. I didn't know too much about what I was going to do this week, other than I did want to get a start. I got a little start on it. Um, let's put a scene together here. You can show the progress on this. Put that in the background, and we'll get that going there. So there's the manager is in the back. Rocky is there, and then this is what we built. So we got a little excavator. We have a ship. We have a get to the chopper, and we've got a village scene with a 3D printed locomotive. As I knocked it off onto the ground, there we go. Okay, there it is. And like maybe a station and a house in the front. And then we've got this scene where people could just sit on a bench and talk to a girl. There you go. And we've got what looks like an engineer wearing his scarf, and he's got his coveralls on. There you go. So that's what we got built today. Um, we didn't get started on. We got this piece right here started, but we bag two is just remaining to be seen. So that's where we go. Before the show, I actually dropped the choppa onto the ground, but it seems after I hurriedly reinserted one of the blades, which I now look at might even be pointed in the wrong direction. It is. Okay, but nobody will know except me. Get to the chopper. Okay, that's it for the choppa meme. Go back to this. So as usual, um, you know, have a good one. Oh yeah, I'll be back. So yeah, we'll see you in a week's time. It'll be December 20th, and we may even have some B-roll from this project here. Yeah, we could do another one. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Let's see if I got any banners to put up here. Yeah, let's put that one up there. Um, yeah, so thanks everybody for watching me stumble through another hour of your life and mine. And we built a little Lego scene here, which is kind of cool. It wasn't the whole train, but we did get to build a train. Okay, it was already 3D printed for us, but we built the scene for it, which is what we do. We build our layouts. What are our layouts? Our layouts are scenes to run our trains in. So there you go. Yeah, I'll put the chats back up there, probably obscuring my face. Well, not now because I've got the big version here. But yeah, so there you have it. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Dan and JP and Dwight and everybody for keeping me honest about things. And even the start of the show, I apologize for not switching the camera view. And I see this decorations actually obscure my Great Northern JJ at the top. But anyways, it's been great. We will see everybody in a week's time, unless I see you sooner, like for example, on Dwight's show, which I think he's starting half an hour earlier now. So in case that helps other people that want to join the show, I hear he's not going he's going to be in the warmer room, not the layout room. But he also said he doesn't know what he's doing. Hey, Dwight, that's exactly what I say almost every time before I figure out what to put. Even when I get the thumbnail done and I say, hey, join me for this and that, I still don't know. What am I doing? Okay. Well, thanks as usual. Second time, I'll be back. Okay. And it's 10 o'clock my time, wherever you are. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas for those that celebrate. Okay, here we go. Bye.